Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will talk about data visualization in Microsoft Power BI. This is in continuation with my previous video where I was talking about data cleaning. I used the same data set of Zomato. I installed, or you can say I have downloaded this from Kaggle. I will share the link as well if you want to use the similar data set for your own practice. Alright, so if you have not seen my previous video, please do watch because that is the step number 1 where we are cleaning the data. Once the data is cleaned, then only we can visualize the data, correct? So if you have not seen that video, you can watch that and then you can watch this visualization video. Alright, so now we are on the Power BI setup. We are on the data tab. You can see this is the table, right? So we have restaurant name, online order, yes or no, book table, rating, similar to last data set. So now we have to create a dashboard, right? So I will come to report tab. Now you can see there is a blank screen, there is a filter panel, then there is visualization panel, and there is fields. So now we will step by step take all the visuals and create a dashboard. Let's say I have to create a table where I have restaurant name and number of votes for each of the restaurant. Alright, now I can sort in descending order. You can see which are the most famous, or you can say most famous popular restaurants. Number 1 is Brewski, Big Brewski, second is Toit, third is Big Picture on the basis of number of votes. Alright, so this is how you can visualize this part. Now I want to have more visuals such as pie chart for my number of bookings which are table booked or not. So again I'll drag this in the values, right? You can see here light blue is book table is no and dark blue is yes. So if I click on yes, dark blue, my number 1 still remain the same. If I click light blue, then my number 1 changes to Toit. That means the number 1 restaurant Big Brewski does not take anyone who has not booked the table prior to the timings. So you can understand from this particular visual. I can have one more visual. This time I'll take donut chart to make it more resonatable. Here we will have you can say online orders, if the orders are online or not. Again I will drag online order in the values. So in this you can see number of online orders are 46.91%, that is 4122, which are not online order, that is 4665, 53%. So majority is offline. Alright, so we have these two charts as well. We will make it more aesthetically good or appealing later on. Let's create some more visuals which are important in our analysis. Let's take stack bar chart. Here we want to have type of restaurant and what is my restaurant name, that can be in x-axis. So you can see delivery is number 1, second is dine out, third is desserts, fourth is cafe, then drinks and nightlife, buffet, pubs and bars. Similarly I can do it for subtype. I can Control C, Control V, copy paste, right? So instead of type I can select subtype. So now you can see in here number 1 is quick bites, then casual dining, then third is delivery. So if I click on quick bites, let's say, you can see all the visuals have changed, right? Again if I click on casual dining, you can see the visuals are changing. If you want to have interaction, for example, you can see there is light blue as well as dark blue here. If I want to have a good interaction, I can go to format, I can go to edit interaction, I can click on filter, right? So now if I click on this, you can see it is filtered. These pie charts and everything are not filtered, so what I'll do is, again I'll click on filter, right? So you see this right now, it is light blue and dark blue. I'll click on filter, it will change, right? Similarly to this, I'll change this and this. So what I'm doing is I am creating interaction between each of them. So for example, if I click something, other should be interacted. All right, so what I have to do is I have to have one more chart. Let's say this time I have matrix chart where I will analyze on the basis of location. So I have to drag location, and under location I have so many cities, so I'll just have cities as well, and in front of them I want number of restaurants, so that can be in values. So here it was first name of the restaurant. I'll click on count of distinct. So now you can see, if I sort this, number one is Whitefield with 601 restaurants. If I drill down, in Whitefield it is 494, in Brookfield it is 85, in Marathali it is 20, Koromangala 7th block is 1, Residency Road is 1. If I click on BTM, one second, yeah, if I click on BTM, total BTM is 569. In Koromangala 7th block it is 117, BTM is 100, Jayanagar is 100, same so forth, right? So this is how we can see what is happening. So now what we have to do is we have to organize this and make it more readable so that we can create a story out of it. All right, so let's start with this particular table. Now we have to go to format your visuals. All right, select preset. How about minimal? Yes, let's go with minimal, right? Values can be bold or no, non-bold is fine. Text color should be purple, alternate also, but no, not purple, let's go with orange. Yes, alternate also orange, right? Now column headers, let's go with dark orange and bold. Right now we have the values. The background color is important. Let's see if it makes sense. All right, make it in the center. Totals, the text font can be same and the color should be this. Background should also be changed to light color, right? Now what we have to do is, if I go to general, I have to create the border. I'll just select border, it will come visual borders. I'll click on. The color should be same dark, rounded corners till 7. Yeah, all right, so it looks sketchy now. So what we can do is I can add one more column here which can show me the percentage of the votes. So if I drag votes again and click show value as percentage of grand total, so it will show me 100% total. So out of that 1%, almost 1% is Big Brewski, right? One second, so I can change the column names. Name, this is number of votes, this is percentage of votes. All right, so I'll just make it more aesthetically appealing. Again, so if I want to format the filter for all, I'll just click here, format filter, click here. See, it is formatted on that particular basis. So now if for this pie chart I don't want the header, or title you can say. I go to general, I'll click off. Because it is self-explanatory, it is booking the table. I'll go to legend, text is this bold. If I go back to the visual, this legend name should be table booked by N. Correct. So now I want legend to be on the top. So I go to the format your visual, legend, position, top left. Right, but it is making no sense because it's taking so much of space. So what if I say top left stacked? Yeah, it looks better. So in that case, what if I take legend on top right stacked? Or bottom left? No, I think top left stacked looks good. Let's go with this as of now. All right, and data sets, or you can say data labels, visual detail labels, it should be outside, that is fine. Data value and percentage. In this I want display units to be none, right? Decimal value to be 0. Color of this should be same as this, whatever we are using from the scratch. All right, so now you can see it is 8005, it is 782 tables booked. Right, so if I have this kind of, if I control V, control C, I want these two bars to be here itself. Yeah, perfect. So now I have 3 visuals in the left which are looking really cool. Right, now I have to change this to donut chart instead of pie chart, and I have to change table booked to online order or not. Online order, yes or no. Alright, so now you can see both of the charts, pie chart and donut chart, looking very nice. Right, now I would like to have a table, this one, to be in the center. I can delete this donut chart because I already have this. What if I have this table, complete table in the center? Will it look nice? First of all, let me just format the paint from this to this table. Right, now let me go to the general, no, it is column headers, colors, these are perfectly fine. All right, so now let me change the name, location and city. All right, and this is number of restaurants. Alright, so we need some extra space if it is expanded. Alright, this also looks great. Now again I'll just format this to my new graph, similarly to this one. Alright, so this graph, if I tell you, this is more of subtype, right, and this one is the type. Alright, this looks really nice now. Alright, so now for this one, I want to change the title. I'll go to the general title. This should be restaurant type wise, or you can say restaurant type analysis, where you can see number of restaurants in each category. So number of restaurants in each type, right? Let me make it bold. Type color should be this one, right? Background color should be this one. Bars should be changed, right? If I have to change it individually, I can do this way. So what I want to do is I want to have a default of, let's say, this color. No, this is not looking nice. Let's say if I want to have this color, yes, but I want to change quick bytes, because quick bytes, it is the highest one, so I want this color, right? So now I can change this individually as well. All right, if I want to change for anything, I can do. Spacing looks good. Data labels I want. Position is auto. Value should be, display unit should be none, so that I can see the actual values, right? Number should be 9 is fine. Bold is also fine. Background is not required as such. Looks good. So bars are fine, zooms, this is totally fine now. I want to delete this count of restaurant underscore name. So I have to go to the x-axis, right? Or let's say I have to remove complete x-axis. So I'll just off the x-axis. Now the title is still there. So what I have to do is I have to go down, title is still on. So I have to make it off. So it is gone now. Similarly, I don't want this title of y-axis, because I have already told this in the title that it is number of restaurants in each type, right? So this is subtype, so I have to change the type. Title, number of restaurants in each subtype. All right, so now in visuals, if I go to x-axis, make it off, title, perfect. Similarly, I will just make the format painter for the type as well, right? But this time I would like to change the colors of data bars. For delivery, let's say it is this color, for it is this, or I can have light colors, it will look more nice. Buffet can have this color. Pubs can have light blue color. Right. Yeah, we are almost there. Alright, so now we have the data which we were looking for. I can have one more column here if you want. So for example, if I'm saying this is my restaurant name, what is the count of votes, percentage of votes, I can have location as well for the restaurant. What I'll do is I'll track the location from here to here, or I can have city. So whatever you feel you're comfortable with, you can use that. Right. So this is how you can use anything. Alright, so now we are done with the basics. We have the table. If I click on Toit, so all the data would be actually for that particular restaurant. I have to make the interactions with each of them. Alright, so let's see if there is anything else left. Okay. Alright, so everything's done. So I can make this graph back to its original position. Yep. So there's one point here to be noted. For example, if I click on electronic city, so I can see what are the sub cities which are there in this particular location with number of restaurants. Right. If I click on electronic city, I can see these are all are electronic city. Right. I can see the contribution of table online and offline. I can see number of restaurants in each subtype. I can see number of restaurants in each type. Right. With electronic city, I can click on delivery, so I can see which are there in delivery. So this is very, very interactive. Right. So if you want to add anything else, you can add. I can add just one more thing to show what exactly this is. For example, I want to add a shape. On the top. Alright, so color can be light background of this sort. Alright, so this color, background color, should be in style. If I go in style, fill color, I should change here, not there. Right, I can make transparency of 40%, let's say, or maybe more. Alright, so let's see if I go to effects. Now if I do transparency, yeah, this looks good. Let me make it slightly small. Yes. Alright, so this is our header. Right, I want to add text box here where I should write something like Zomato dataset, or you can say Zomato restaurant analysis Bengaluru. Alright, so this can be bold. I can change the color to, let's say, dark, or you can say this color, right? And background should be blank, off. Right, I should increase the font size. Will it increase from here? Yes. All right. Looks good. Now I just want to have a reset button as well. What it will do is, I'll show you. Let me just add the button itself. Blank button. All right. Here in the styling part, I can switch on the text. I'll write reset. Right, bold. Color is dark blue. Right, font is 12. Everything's looking good. Now if I have to have a background, let's say dark, yeah, this is fine, but then text should be changed so that it looks better. Maybe font of white. Right, so this is my reset button. What it will do is, I have to create a bookmark first with the default settings. So this is my default setting right now. Right, so this is what I want whenever I reset here. Right, so if I click on bookmark, I will add a bookmark. I can change the name of this bookmark, reset. All right, once I go to this button, I should click on action button. Type should be bookmark and select a bookmark name as reset. So what it will do is, whenever I change here, if I click on reset now, it will go back to the normal or default page. See, this is very easy. If sometimes you feel there are resets which are already there and you don't want to, you know, click there again and again, and directly you can just click on reset and everything is reset. So this is a very, very important thing. So now we are done with our report. We have a matrix table in the middle. We have normal table at the left. We have pie chart. We have donut chart. Then we have stack bar chart. This is again stack bar chart. Right. So if you click, if you want to see the analysis of deliveries, like how many deliveries are there, I will click on deliveries. You can see number one locality is BTM layouts, and then number one restaurant is Church Street Social. Second is Brew and Barbecue. Third is Chutney Chang. So if you guys are there in that particular location, you might understand these are the top rated restaurants. All right. So these are things. Also, I missed one more thing. If you want to add the ratings, so what I can do is I can just add it over here. For example, I just want to have the analysis on the rating, right? Which are the restaurants which are top rating. Let me just click on the restaurant and select rating. So this I can see on the basis of rating. All right, so this value name should be rating out of 5. This should be restaurant name or just name, and also this you can write as rating only. It is self-explanatory that the rating would be out of 5. You can just have it right side so that it looks more nice, right? So here you can see all the restaurant names are there with their rating. For example, if I click on Asia Kitchen by Mainland China, you can see all the data has been changed for this particular restaurant. So there is no interaction, so I have to change this, right? So this is how you can change, right? Alright, if I click on big picture, this is in Indiranagar. You can see big picture is there, the rating is 4.7 and it is Indiranagar. Also, if you don't like this kind of interaction, what you can do is you can just delete this table, again go back to the default page. In the first table itself, you can add the rating. Right. What will happen is you don't have to make one more table and see what is happening and not. You just have the same column in this particular table and you will be able to see. Also, if you don't want to make it sliceable, you can reduce or you can just remove the city column, because anyway this city name is coming here in the table. So if I remove this column, right, so this will make more sense, more readable for me, right? So now this is ready, this looks good. You can have restaurant wise rating, number of votes, percentage of votes, location, city wise restaurants, number of restaurants, right? This also should be changed. Number of restaurants in each type. Perfect. Going to the data labels, I don't want the values to be auto displayed. Click on none, you will see the exact values instead. Alright guys, so you can change the name of the page as well. This is Zomato analysis. Alright guys, so this is it. If you want to publish, you can click on this publish and you can access this dashboard on your Power BI services as well. So this was it on this particular tutorial. I discussed on Zomato dataset how to visualize the data coming from the datasets. If you have any question or query on this particular thing or in Power BI per se or data analytics, do let me know in the comments below, or you can mail me, you can do anything. Just tell me if you have any particular query. Thanks a lot guys for watching.